Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. We are headed oot and a boot. It is snowing. The roads are a mess. I'm in the Culdy. Typically, this is the worst part of the drive. So once we get out of the neighborhood, it should be better. I found some tracks. I was driving on like freshly fallen snow for a little minute there. So that was a little dodgy, but now we're good. Now we're good. Brakes are braking, that's a good sign. Getting new tires tomorrow. So I just got to make it through today. So y'all, we are headed oot and a boot. I am headed home on Saturday. I'm driving from Minnesota to Georgia for my holiday break. So I need to get some things together. So I'm running out to a couple of stores and I thought I would take y'all with me. Let me think about where I'm going. Okay, I gotta go this way. I'm going to try to be organized in my preparation for this trip. It's a very long drive, of course. It's about, sorry, are my windshield wipers driving y'all crazy? Let me see if I can turn them off for a minute. As I was saying, I'm going to try to be organized on this trip. I have found that if I plan ahead and take snacks and drinks and stuff with me, then I make good choices. But if I don't, even if there are good choices to be made in like the stop and rob where you stop on the way to get gas and stuff, I make horrible choices. I'm like a middle school boy going in to buy snacks. So I think that if I plan and pack healthy snacks that I actually like, then there's at least a chance that I will eat well on the road. So my plan is to get some supplies and put some stuff together. So I need to do that. I need to run to Target because the intern is a fan of diet soda and I am not a fan of artificial sweeteners. I read a study, I believe out of Harvard, that consuming artificial sweetener increases a person's chances of developing dementia. Now I know that the bulk of the body of research on Alzheimer's disease has been completely debunked, which is heartbreaking and sad, and we're not even going to talk about that. Let me slow down. But I don't believe that the dementia research is part of that whole thing. So I'm going to continue with my you shouldn't consume artificial sweetener theory until somebody shows me differently. So the intern drinks that Zevia soda, the ginger ale flavor, and I've had trouble finding it. So I believe I found some at Target. So I'm going to the Target to get that. And then I need to run to the liquor store for some supplies that I'm taking with me, not to consume on the road, but that I'm taking with me to Georgia. So I need to hit Target and the liquor store. I think I'm going to hit the liquor store first and then hit Target on the way back. And y'all, I know those were not necessarily errands that I needed to run on a day like today. Well, I didn't realize that today was like today until I had started on my way. And then by the time I was already going, I was like, well, I'm already going. I may as well just go. So I know I could have rethought. So now we're out in it. So we're just going. So, all right, let me get off here and focus on the roads, and I will check back in with y'all when I get back to the house. Or if something interesting happens, I'll check in with y'all from there. All right, bye now.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push a mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts. I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Took until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
Y'all, y'all, it was dicey out there, but we made it home. I want to just take a quick minute and show you what I got and tell you my ideas for putting these things together for snacks in the car for when I go Nome for the holidays. I know. You saw it coming and you just couldn't stop it, right? All right, hang on. Let me flip you around and show you what I got. First of all, I got some small bowls, and I'm going to use those for dividing up stuff. One thing for certain I'm going to do is take one of these little bowls and put in some peanut butter for dipping. You know what? I might set y'all down. I got carrot chips because I thought it would be easier to manage the chips when I'm driving than like those whole carrot pieces. I got cucumbers that I'm going to slice and just take along for snacking on, and some blueberries. I also got individual size servings of yogurt. Normally I get the big thing of Greek yogurt and make my own individual serving sizes, but obviously that's not going to work in the car. I got some sugar snap peas for snacking on. It's a lot of sugar snaps. I'll probably leave some for the intern. I'm going to take almonds, really any kind of dried nuts or dried fruit. As we talked about, dried fruit without added sugar would be good for snacking in the car. You can take any kind of energy bars or energy balls, like those protein balls that you like. Y'all know I love my Built bars. So I'll make myself an array of Built bars to snack on while I'm driving. I also have these individual size bags of snacky things. These are the off the eaten path snacks, and I like the individual size packages, even though they're considerably more expensive than the family size. If I grab one of these while I'm driving and eat it, I'm less likely to go for a second bag than I am to take a family size bag and just eat way more than I should. So I have those, and I got the variety pack of Skinny Pop popcorn. It's got 2 Skinny Pops in it. And have y'all tried this Pirate's Booty? It's like a healthier version of Cheetos. And y'all, they're not as good as Cheetos, I'm not gonna lie, but they're considerably healthier. So I'll have those. I'm gonna get some string cheese too. They didn't have any when I was out, and I didn't want to go to a whole bunch of stores because y'all saw how the roads were. So I still need to grab some string cheese, and I'm gonna make myself some sandwiches. I have a cooler that I'll put in the back of the car, and I'll put all of this stuff in the cooler, and then I'll keep just like a little cooler bag beside me, and I'll have a little bit of snacks in the cooler bag with maybe a sandwich and a drink. Then when I stop for bathroom breaks and to fuel up, I'll just refill my cooler bag. If you're traveling with other people, obviously you don't have to go through all of that drama, but since it's just me, I don't want to be trying to mess with a big cooler while I'm driving. I think that's it for my healthy travel snacks, but you know what, you guys? I think maybe I'll bake something to take as well. Maybe I'll see if I can find a healthier version of a cookie or brownie recipe to make. I don't know. Let me get my workout done, and then I'll check back in and let y'all know what I'm up to.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think.
Well, that workout was a bit of a disaster. Oh well, They're not all going to be winners, right? So anyway, it's just more of an excuse to make some brownies. So let's get on it, y'all. I found a recipe that seems to be somewhat healthy, but I'm going to sub some stuff and see if I can make it healthier. We start off with 1/4 cup of melted butter, but I'm going to use coconut oil instead. And this has a really low melting point, so I'm not even going to melt it. And I think once I start mixing stuff up, it's just going to kind of liquefy and mush up. So 1/4 cup of coconut oil or butter. Cameron from the Brush Fire Mind said that he's been known to throw an overripe avocado into his brownies, which I really wanted to try, but y'all, I don't have an overripe avocado, so we'll have to try that another time. All right, so we have our 1/4 cup of butter in there. Now we need 1/2 cup of sugar. I'm gonna use coconut sugar, 2 eggs, a 1/3 cup of unsweet applesauce. So like regular applesauce, no sugar added. A teaspoon of vanilla extract. A 1/3 cup whole wheat. It calls for a 1/3 cup whole wheat flour. It calls for whole wheat white flour, but I'm just going to use regular whole wheat flour. Y'all, the intern's here. I just heard the lock and it scared the bejesus out of me. I wonder if he's bringing my puppies just came home from the groomer. Y'all, look at these sweet babies. Bubbo, say hi to the peoples. Look how cute you are. And there's Daisy. They got their hairs cut. Look at them. Them sweet babies. Hi, sweet babies. All right, so we put in 1/3 cup of flour. And the ghost just showed up. Y'all, I think the intern brings the ghost with him. So we need 1/3 cup cocoa powder. And y'all, I'm not using the good cocoa that I used in my hot chocolate. I'm using just regular old store brand baking cocoa powder. 1/4 teaspoon salt and 1/4 teaspoon baking powder. That's it. Now we mix it up. Pour it in the pan and bake it at 350 for 25 minutes, I think. The brownies are out of the oven, y'all, and I read some reviews while they were baking, and I agree with the reviews that say that these are the thinnest brownies of all time. So they say you might want to double the recipe. I think I'm okay with the thin brownies. Let me set y'all over here. So excuse my dogs. Daisy is acting a bit the fool. All right. They're still a bit warm, but I'm gonna taste the corner because that's the best part of any brownie. So let's, ooh, it's like nice and, can you see? It's like rich looking. They're chocolatey tasting. They're not very sweet, but not in a bad way. They're cakey, so if you don't like a cakey brownie, this is not the brownie for you. I read in a review let me stop eating because that's gross, eating on camera. I read in a review that they're better cold, so I'm going to chill these and see if they're better that way. There's always still the option of putting icing on them, but I think I like them just the way they are. So now I have healthier brownies to take with me when I go gnome for the holidays. Y'all, thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you haven't already done so, subscribe and hit that notification bell. I upload new food and fitness videos every Monday with some book videos sprinkled in between. See ya on the next one.